Well, welcome back one and all to Improv Bible Study here on the Junk Shop Library channel. The Bible study you wish you had had when you were in high school. If you're anything like me, which I suspect some of you are. We turn today to the 32nd chapter of the second book of Moses called Exodus, where Moses finally comes back down the mountain after he's done breathing in the poisonous gases and writing down stuff that he hears in the fog. And we see what happens. 32. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, make us gods which shall go before us, for as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people brake the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graving tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made proclamation, and said, Tomorrow is a feast to the Lord. And they rose up early on the morrow, and offered burnt offerings, and brought peace offerings, and the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to play. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a golden calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. And Moses besought the Lord his God, and said, Lord, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak, and say, For mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath, repent of this evil against thy people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swarest by thine own self, and saidst unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the 2 tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides, on the one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God, graven upon the tables. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, There is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, It is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing. And Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands, and brake them beneath the mount. And he took the calf which they had made, and burnt it in the fire, and ground it to powder, and strewed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink of it. And Moses said unto Aaron, What did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, Let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, Make us gods, which shall go before us. As for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And I said unto them, Whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp, and said, Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses had said, Consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up unto the Lord, peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. Moses returned unto the Lord, and said, O, this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written. And the Lord said unto Moses, Whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, mine angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I will visit their sin upon them. And the Lord plagued the people, because they made the calf which Aaron made. And that's Exodus 32. More bargaining with God, more buck passing, and more people speaking on behalf of God, but just flat making shit up as they go along. All right, so God gets tired of soliloquizing to Moses and looks down over the edge and says, Oh, they done made a statue and they're worshiping it. You've only been up here out of sight with all of your leaders except Aaron for a month and a quarter. What in the world got into these people? Tell you what, Moses, I'm going to kill them all, and I'm going to start over using just you and your family to repopulate my sacred chosen nation, because that works so well every other time we've tried it that way. And Moses says, Oh, don't do that. You've already promised to make a great nation out of so many people, and you swore by you that it was going to happen. Don't just kill them all. God says, Oh, okay, fine, I won't kill them all. Go down and sort this mess out. Tell them they done screwed up. So Moses picks up the stone tablets that God wrote all of the instructions on both sides of both tablets. He comes down the mountain. He gets below the cloud cover and finds Joshua and whoever the others were. There was a handful of those folks that went halfway up the mountain with him a few chapters back. And goes to him and says, We're going back down. And Joshua says, It sounds like war down there. There is so much noise. I mean, we can't see, but we can hear hollering and yelling and carrying on. I think they may be a massacring each other. Moses says, They are not massacring each other. They are carousing. They have made an idol, and they're carousing. Joshua says, Oh, okay. So they go down, and Moses sees that what God told him actually was true, that there was carousing and idolatry going on, and he takes the tablets that God made for him that had all the instructions thereupon, and he throws them on the ground and busts them into pieces. And he comes down off the mountain, and he breaks up this hand-carved gold baby cow statue and grinds it to powder and throws it in the water and makes everybody drink it. Then he turns to his brother Aaron and says, Hey, brah, I'm gone for 6 weeks. What the fuck kind of show are you running down here? And Aaron says, Hey, these people are nuts. Man, they would not leave me alone. They insisted I make them some kind of god because they didn't know if you were ever coming back down from the volcano. So I just threw a bunch of gold into the fire, and this baby cow statue happened. Just poof. Craziest damn thing. Moses says, yeah, that tracks. I've seen stranger stuff. And he goes over to the side of the camp, says, all my Yahweh-loving peeps over here. And this one family, the sons of Levi, peel off and go over there, and Moses says, all right, now I want you to go through, and I want you to kill everybody else. And the sons of Levi says, okay, that makes sense, that tracks. Sounds prophet-y and godly. So they go through and they kill everybody else in the camp. I don't think I can name yet another video, something mass murder. Look creepy from the outside, wouldn't it? But my goodness, this one family went through and they slaughtered the other 11 families, 3,000 men. Not counting women and children, because, you know, they don't count. Yeah, Moses just making stuff up all over the place here. God just told him to make them stop worshiping the cow statue, and he made them eat it, and then made 1/12 of them massacre the others. Then Moses goes back up the mountain and says, yep, they did that thing that you said they did. They made a gold god. And the Lord said, yep, they screwed up, and I'm going to be mad at them. We know that the Lord has declared himself to be a jealous God, but, I mean, y'all, there's jealousy and there's jealousy. I mean, good grief. All right, well, with yet another mass murder under our belt, this time of Israelites by Israelites. We'll wrap this up, and we'll be back soon for chapter 33. Where it doesn't look like we've got any murder, but with this book you never know, do you? The approach to death and destruction is so casual, doesn't always leap off the page at you when you're just scanning the paragraph. Alright, well, hit those thumbs up if you're enjoying these tales of the glories of Bronze Age improvisational jurisprudence. Share these around with anyone you think might appreciate them. And if you're not on board with us already, poke the Pope. Get yourself subscribed and turn on your notifications so that the bell will tell you when these come bouncing out of nowhere. No clearly defined schedule. Y'all take care, be safe, and we will see you again soon.